Hello again. Among the many subjects about which I know little is economics. I am a complete dunce when it comes to understanding exports, imports, balance of payments, gross national product and all the rest of it. Mercifully though, my almost complete lack of knowledge of the finer details of economic theories are to a certain extent offset by my possession of a good fund of common sense. So it is that I am readily able to understand that when tourists from the United States, one of the wealthiest countries in the world, come to Europe, they spend money, a lot of money, and then afterwards they go back to their own country. I cannot see how this can fail to be good for countries which they visit. The financial balance is simple. They bring in money and spend it and don't cost the nations where they go a single penny. It seems to me that this is brilliant for Europe with no downside at all. In the case of the boats crossing the Mediterranean from North Africa, on the other hand, the case is quite the opposite. Those people bring no money with them, do not spend lavishly in the countries which they visit, and neither do they go home again. They are also a drain on the resources of the countries which they enter. If I were in charge of the finances of a country in the European Union, which group would I be placing obstacles in the way of entering my country? American tourists or illegal immigrants from Africa and Asia? As I say, I'm economically illiterate, but the answer seems fairly clear to me. Still, people who observe the law and follow rules are a lot easier to crack down on than those who behave with complete disregard for the conventions by which everybody else lives, aren't they? This is why in this country, those who follow the rules and wait patiently for years for a council house are being overlooked in favour of people who force their way into the country illegally and are given somewhere to live at once. It is why if we wish to see a doctor on the NHS, we ring up at 8 in the morning and are kept waiting in a queue for half an hour. But illegal immigrants housed at the former RAF base of Wethersfield in Essex are to get private medical care, with doctors on the site 24 hours a day to see to their needs. Is this fair or just? Of course it is not. It's just one more example of people being rewarded for bad behaviour, and others like us who keep to the law and obey the rules being penalised for doing so. That is why Americans will be obliged from 2024 to pay for visas before entering Europe, but those on boats arriving from Libya will not. In the description to this video I give links both to the fact that Americans will need visas from 2024 to visit Europe, and also about the Wethersfield base and a contract with a private medical company to provide GPs for the illegal asylum seekers who will be living there.